Yahuwah is declared in the scriptures to be the invisible Elohim. Yahushua, our King, sits on his right hand in heavenly places. We have no business with any type of image of anything that pertains to Elohim around our necks, on our walls, or any church building. That is forbidden. Even again, that image that they have in Christendom today, that they follow, does it fit the image of anything that we see that was described by John on the island of Patmos when he saw him? And that was the way that the Mashiach, the Son, presented himself to John. Nobody can say in the fullness of what he looks like, in the fullness of his glory. We will see him, but who knows what that looks like when he presents himself in the fullness. It's coming. These things are blasphemies against heaven. To have an image of our Elohim, the sun, around anybody's neck. And that is because these are occult symbols. And they are for a different purpose. Ever so often, they always make a movie on Jesus Christ because they got to keep that false image alive. You think them corrupt people in Hollywood care about the things of the Almighty? They don't. The majority of those people that run that whole thing in Hollywood, everybody knows that those people worship Satan. So why do they always want to make these movies about Jesus Christ? It's because of that occult image that they want to keep in the minds of the world. That's an entity that they've created. And that Babylonian church system has embraced it, and they push it because there'll be many gatekeepers among them. What do you think the Son feels every time he sees that false image down here on the earth? And they're declaring that to be him. And he sees the evil that's been done with that image throughout the centuries. How men came with that image, that false image of Jesus Christ, unto people who were dark-skinned people who were non-Europeans. And the sad reality is they gave them Bibles that was different from the Bible that the whites were studying. Oh yeah. They took certain things out of the Bible. So those things, especially those things that spoke about slavery and service and how you were to treat a servant. They were very strategic on how they presented the word to the non-so-called white folks. They presented the slaves and the indigenous people with a different Bible. These are supposed to be Christians that are supposed to be men of light, men who are supposed to have the Spirit. But heaven saw what you did, and they're going to answer for it. The Bible has been used in so many deceitful ways. And those false images have been used in so many deceitful ways, which is why so many people have such a disrespect and a disdain for Christianity today because of all the atrocities and all the evils and the way that it was handled throughout the centuries. It's just true. You got to look at it. And people still think that fallen church system is what the Bible is speaking of, is really what it really is and what it's really all about. And it's not. People in churches running around mumbling and falling all over the place and spitting, talking about they got the Holy Ghost. And you don't know what the heck they saying. It's that same old spirit that was in the wilderness. They already know what the apostle declared about how the gift of tongues was supposed to operate in the churches, but do they do it? No, that tells you everything about these so-called apostles that operate in this stuff. Same old folks that were in the wilderness, the same old spirit.